It's a bold man who wears yellow pants. It's Lollapalooza 2013. This is Jean-Philip Grobler.
Yes.
You are St. Lucia.
I am the island, actually.
The island of St. Lucia, man. You totally have reggae beats in your songs.
Kind of.
Yeah, I mean, like, not steel drums or anything like that, but, like, the rhythms that you find in reggae music are present in your songs.
They are present. They're implied.
What is that? Did you fall in love with St. Lucia? Is she also the patron saint of Sweden?
I don't know. She's like all over. She's on the west coast. There's the St. Lucia mountain range in like on Big Sur.
Sure.
But actually, St. Lucia isn't named after the island St. Lucia. It's named after St. Lucia in South Africa, which is where I'm from. I'm from South Africa. And we used to go to St. Lucia when I was a kid on vacation.
Your family was rich.
No, we're not that rich, really.
Are you a fancy lad?
I mean, I like the good life. I like nice things to an extent, but I wouldn't say, I'm in the music business, so it's not a lot of money in the music business.
Not anymore.
At our level. But, I like nice stuff.
You got to get to the Rick Astley level.
I do.
Yeah.
I do. I want to get to that level.
Yeah, you just released Elevate. I just heard that song.
You did?
Super pretty. I mean,
You
why
like
are you
it?
surprised that I didn't hear it like 6 weeks ago? Yeah, no, I mean, it's only been out for a few weeks. But yeah, it's beautiful. Really
Thank you.
beautiful.
Thank you
Like,
very
I'm
much.
only singles?
Well, this is the first single, and then
Yeah.
the album's coming out on October 8th,
Oh,
so
good.
there'll be more.
Yeah.
There'll be a
What's it
cohesive
called?
work. The album's called When the Night, but
South Africa also has some of the best surfing in the world.
it does.
And sharks. I know
Some of the
this
best sharks.
because I was watching Shark Week this morning on the
Oh,
treadmill.
you were?
Yes, and it was awesome. And they have you ever been to Seal Island? I doubt it because you're not a seal.
I have been to Seal Island.
How did you go there?
Well,
on
I was
the back of a great white shark?
It's just like riding a great white. I just like put a harpoon in it and just like rode it.
Yeah.
No, I was a part of this boys' choir growing up in South Africa, and
That's hot.
it's pretty hot.
Yeah.
Pretty hot. And we performed for like the South African Navy at some point, and we went on this like ship, and it went past Seal Island a few times, so we saw it.
George Michael is one of my favorite vocalists, and I totally hear his influence in your voice. Am I wrong?
You're not wrong. You're correct.
Do you love his voice?
I do like George Michael's voice, but I wouldn't say like I modeled my voice
No, it
over his
doesn't sound
voice,
like that,
but he was
I
always
hear, like,
there,
elements in yours. Like you have this unashamed like 80s vibe.
Right. I do, yeah. Because I mean that's when I grew up, and that's I think when you're a child, the music that you listen to at that age, that kind of influences you the most deeply, and I think that naturally comes out at some point, unless you kind of intentionally stop it from coming out in some way.
No, it's like your first real love. Like the first music you listen to is so important, and you constantly gravitate back to that.
Exactly.
So you're here at Lollapalooza.
I am.
You're reaching across genres. Have you heard Chaim, those three sisters?
We played with them last night.
Because you've got a similar
Well,
sound.
I mean, it's always interesting to me how people at completely different places pick up on a similar kind of zeitgeist or zeitgeist or whatever at the same time. And it's funny because the keyboardist in our band went to school with those girls.
Really?
And the first time we played with Chaim, which was at South by Southwest a year ago, Esty, the bass player who pulls the crazy bass faces.
She's awesome. Yes, we were talking about her bass face last
it's
night.
amazing. And she told the story about how she had a huge crush on Nikki, our keyboard player, when they were at school together. And so there is a further connection between our bands, but I love them. They're one of my
Did
favorite.
he get her pregnant last night?
He did not get her pregnant,
All right.
unfortunately.
Well, time will tell.
Yeah.
All right, well, Jean-Philip, you're pretty awesome. I'm stoked to hear more of your music.
I'm stoked to share it with the world.
I'm going to make a Jean-Philip St. Lucia station custom on iHeartRadio.
Yes!
I can do that.
I'm excited
I have
about
power, and your voice has beautiful power. So
Thank you.
I love your gorgeous layers. St. Lucia, man, let me braid your hair. It is the
Let's do
iHeartRadio
it.
tent.